Hello, Capricorn, and welcome to your June 2017 love reading. If some other things get incorporated in there, then just take the message. But for the most part, this is a love reading, okay? Now, I feel like for the caps, I feel like you guys, some of you may be worried about your standing and your reputation in the world because of a love interest or a partner that may have had some questionable motives. For some of you, you may feel like you have to defend you got the Mother of Earth here, Mother of Earth signs is Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo. So I feel like this is you, Capricorns. And then you feel like you have to stand your ground with the Seven of Fire, which speaks of endurance, which speaks of diligence, which speaks of defending yourself, which speaks of power, which speaks of teaching, which speaks of standing up for your beliefs, okay? So I feel like some of you may feel like you have to defend your partner or your stance or your relationship to people of the for people that's on the outside looking in. That's for some of you, okay? You may feel like it's you and your family against the world, and that may be the presence of the world here in the center or the core of the reading. You have the big medicine wheel. This is a Native American card spread, so it's a little bit different from the traditional decks. So in this deck, it's called the medicine wheel, but it's also equivalent to the world, okay? So some of you may feel like you have to stand your ground within the world or hold your standing within the world. And you feel like it's your right to protect them. Or you could be fed up with doing this and want to end it for some of you, okay? You may be tired of defending this person and how they act, and maybe some of your family or your family friends may be like getting into your ear saying, "Oh, so and so does this. Why you keep taking them back?" and such, etc., and such and such. And that may be the case for some of you, because remember, this is a general reading. It's not going to resonate with everyone. I wish people will get that through their head before they start automatically thinking, "Oh, this doesn't pertain to me." Okay. For some of you, you may feel like you are like so embedded or so intertwined in this relationship that you feel like you cannot say no. Okay, it's like that. And I say this because you have the Six of Water, which is six of Cups, and then the normal or the traditional. I shouldn't say normal because native is very normal and but in the traditional tarot card decks, this often depicts of youthful two kids sitting around cups of water, and it often depicts childhood memories or a soulmate or someone that has come from or something that has stand the test of time from maybe a childhood in this lifetime or a previous lifetime, and they came over in this lifetime because they are a soulmate. So I say that you are so intertwined in this love that you can't say no and that you cannot forget, and I feel like you're holding on for dear life. And there's some way and somehow you always surrender and give your power to this person, because at the bottom of this line you have the Vision Crest, which is equivalent to the Hangman card, which means surrendering and let go and let God, or let go and let your inner God, or let the universe speak to you and take your time and renew old belief systems or reestablish your core or what you know to be true or what you think is right or in a relationship or what you think is for you. It's time to reestablish this because some things no longer serve you anymore. Okay, and then right up under the Six of Cups, you have the Lovers. So this is definitely highlighting a love that is a passionate love that has came over or to stand the test of time. Okay? It's like you're guided from the heavens, like almost like it's a spirit guide, and justice is served by being together in the flesh. It's how some of you may feel or how some of you may have felt, because you also have the spirit guide card, which is equivalent to the justice card. And the spirit guide means listening to your inner knowledge, listening to your spirit guides that are talking to you, that inner knowledge, that inner voice, your higher self is connected to the frequency of your loved ones and spirit guides that's crossed over to the other realm and to the other spirit world, okay? So this love is faded, even though it may be over or may have come to a completion or a halt for some of you, I feel like this love is definitely faded and that it is definitely a soulmate. But we have to remember that soulmates are not always meant to be with us for this continuous lifetime. Okay, we have many soulmates. It can be our mothers, our fathers, our children, our cousins, our friends, our co-workers. Okay, or like I said, for some of you who feel like this is ending time, you may feel like this relationship is karmic, and it will be to your detriment if you do stay together. Okay, and that may be the reason why Vision Quest and Spirit Guide is here as the conclusion, is saying now it's time to surrender. It's time to change course. It's time to listen to your inner self. It's time to go in another direction. And that is what the outcome is for some of you. Because because you also have the Three of Doctor, the Three of Swords, which is piercing through the heart, which speaks of hurt, which speaks of longing and hurtfulness and pain and suffering and just agitation and just feeling like someone isn't doing you right. There may even be infidelity in the cards, because when you have threes come up in the love readings, it often speaks of another person or more than one person involved and more than one heart involved. So there's doubt in the air. There's pain. There's cloudiness. Okay? Or you may just come to a certain realization about a particular union. That Vision Quest, like I said, may be telling you that this is no more. Okay, like this, that it's time to surrender. It's time to put your hands up now. Like it's time to tie your hands. It's time to wash your hands. It's time to let it go. Allow yourself to fall to the wayside and be reserved. Justice is here now. You may have known them for so many years. Okay, like so many years, and it may be hard to let go. Like I said, definitely from childhood or a soulmate. They could be a water sign, which is what this Six of Water may represent, because the water is cups, and the cups is Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio energy. So they may be either of that, sun, moon, or rising. But whatever epiphanies, I feel like whatever epiphanies come to light, I say just to let go and just surrender and just meditate and just be humble. Don't fight it. Okay? Clear up emotional situations with friends and loved ones. Work on a new way of doing things, okay? As outdated as no longer served you, okay? Some of you may have really realized that the end is near. The big wheel of the world means completion, means a cycle is over, means a shift. Okay, you may have finally come to stand your ground and decide that this is it. It's ran its course. Like the relationship is over. There may be a major change or shift is lurking in your life. Acknowledge it, embrace it, accept it. And I also say this because you have the Five of Cups and the Ace of Cups in the outcome on this line here. And with these two paired together, I feel like they're saying that that is the ending of a relationship. May even be the ending of a flame for some of you who are just getting to know someone, or there's the ending of a soulful relationship. Okay. Starting over, it could mean coming to terms with an ending, which the Five of Water is lost. And then you may be ready to start over with something new. The Eight of Cups is new abundance, new love, fertility, new pregnancies. Okay. Some of you may have unexpected pregnancy that you was not expecting, and you may be feeling a bit doubtful or maybe a bit worried about that. Okay. And then you maybe want to start over with someone new, especially with the doubt, because you have the doubt here. You have the Three of Air here. Um, you might have found you or they may have stepped out in the relationship, and that may be your cause of worry of what other people may be thinking, or like about or worrying about your standing within a certain community and how you look within a certain community. Maybe feel like you look like you've lost, or look like someone has got something over you, or feel like you have not won victory, because upright is this victory, prosperous, respect within the community. In reverse, you may feel like you're not getting respected, or that people are talking about you and your situation, or talking about you and your lover, and you don't like it. Okay. others of you are like, nope. You are standing your ground and you're like, there is, what's done is done. You're like, there is no coming back from this. And that's why you have the Seven of Fire here. You're like, no, like, this is forceful, this is dominant, this is, I'm sticking up, I'm sticking to my belief, I'm sticking up for what is right. What's done is done. You don't see the benefits anymore in this makeup, even if they are a soulmate. And I feel like you're taking a more logical approach and you're using your head more than your, you don't see the benefits anymore. So a loss, no victory, with that in reverse. And I feel like with this Father of Air here, you know, this is basically saying you're taking more of a logical approach and you're using your head more than wallowing in your emotions and in your heart. Because Capricorn, you guys love really, really hard and really, really deep and really, really fatally. Like you love for keeps, which is brilliant. But when it's over, it may be hard for you to realize that, okay? So that may be what some of these messages are for you. But now you may be finally being more discerning. And that may be a thing of the past of wallowing with following your heart too much. Now you're more Father Air, you're headstrong, you're logical, you're clear thinking, focused attention, and decisiveness. So you're adopting a more air sign approach. The air signs is Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius. Okay? And at the base of the reading, at the bottom of the deck, after the whole reading was conjured, you receive the Sun of Water, or the Knight of Water, or the Knight of Cups in reverse. And I feel like this represents someone who is quite promiscuous, or quite flirty, and maybe offering their cup of love to too many people. Or it can denote the opposite. It can mean that love don't live around here no more. And that there is no love being offered, and that a relationship has come to completion, and that you're moving on to a new cycle of life, the flowing. This was fated, this was destined. The relationship was destined, the relationship was fated. Now that it's over, that's destined and fated as well. Okay? And now that is your reading. I hope that it has resonated with some of you guys, and I love oracles, so I'm going to read some oracle messages for you. From the Wisdom of the Oracle deck, you have received the Fates. Fate, karma, acceptance that there are things you cannot change, and knowing what those things are. Brilliant. Definitely pertains to the message I just said, but let's hope that the message I just said pertains to some of you. Okay, remember, this is a general reading. The Serenity Prayer sums up the meaning of this card. God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. There are things in life you will never have control over. The conditions brought on by the evolution of the collective, by nature, and by your past experiences may be fated, preordained by spirit for greater purpose you cannot understand in this lifetime. It may not be in your cards to understand why certain events occurred, but you can accept the mystery and work with what those events and your current circumstances have to teach you. This is the wisdom contained in the Serenity Prayer. The relationship message: other people are who they are. You can't change them. The challenge is to accept them as they are and not try to make them otherwise to suit you. This is a time to look at how you attempt to mold people to fit your view and how they should be, so you can remain in the relationship and avoid discomfort. What if who they are and whatever is happening between you and them in this situation is perfect from the perspective of spirit? Now is the time to accept what you cannot change, even if this means that you honor yourself, spirit, and other person by moving on. Love unconditionally, for each of us is on our own journey, and we cannot direct that of another. Be aware that this relationship is indeed fated, and you are meant to evolve into a better version of yourself as a result of it. Brilliant. From the Fairies Oracle, you have received the Green Woman, but she has came up in reverse. And the message of the Green Woman in reverse for you, Cappies, is... overall, she means wildness, natural magic, expectant gratitude, untrammeled creativity. But her in reverse, the message is as follows. When her energy is blocked, growth is stunted, twisted, the energy of growth goes awry, and we move in directions that are either dead ends or simply inappropriate for us. Or perhaps we try to shift from one extreme to another, between growth and stasis, which only yields twisted, stunted, and warped results. In this destructive mode, the energy of growth goes wild. Cancers, both physical and emotional, may result. Alternatively, there may be no growth at all, but in fairy and this world, both we must either grow or die. We cannot simply hold still. Cycle of life, the big medicine wheel, the big healing wheel. This is healing for you. This is the flow. You got to keep going with the cycle of life. Don't stay stagnant if you feel like there's no victory in this relationship anymore. Don't stay stagnant. Okay? And then you receive, stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance, from the romance angels message. And then from the medicine wheel and the medicine cards, you received snake, but the snake came up in reverse. And snake in reverse is telling you that if you have drawn this symbol in reverse, you may have chosen to mask your ability to change. Look at the idea that you may fear changing your present state of affairs because this may entail a short passage into discomfort. Does this discomfort keep you from assuming the viewpoint of the magician within? Is the old pattern safe, reliable, and a rot? In order to glide beyond that place which has become safe but non-productive, become snake. Release the outer skin of your present identity. Move through the dreamlike illusion that has insisted on static continuity and find a new rhythm as your body glides across the sands of consciousness. Like a river winding its way toward the great rivers of the sea, immerse yourself in that water and know that the single droplet which you represent is being accepted by the whole. Feel snake's rhythm and you will dance freely, incorporating those transmutive forces of the universe as part of your central dance for power. Because overall, the snake means transmutation. So in reverse, it may mean a blockage of that. Definitely the oracle cards relate to the reading. Thank you, Spirit, and thank you, Cappies, for tuning in. Please like, share, and subscribe. And let me know in the comments. It's Giles with Joe Smith. Bye, Cap.